This video is brought to you by Big Bad Toy Store. Make your purchases through my personal link in the description to help out the channel. Furthermore, if you want to support me more directly, you can check out my YouTube channel membership for fun emojis and sneak peeks, or my Patreon. Links in the description.
Nice hat. What are you looking at? It's a nice hat.
So we're gonna get back to the Arkham customizing and all that stuff in just a bit, but first off, I just wanted to take a closer look at these two Cad Bane figures. So this is the Cad Bane figure, the Amazon exclusive from the Bad Batch, and I always really wanted this figure just because I think the head sculpt looked really good on paper. Like, I really like the idea of like a closed mouth sneer and the eyes being a little bit squintier, and it's just a bit more of a like later Cad Bane where he has this like metal plate on his head and you know, all that. So I'm going to take a closer look and compare him with my customized Cad Bane. So this is the original release of Cad Bane with a modified head sculpt. Originally he had like a toothy sneer, and while that is in character, I wanted a little bit more neutral expression for Cad Bane here. And so I resculpted the face and gave it a full repaint, and honestly I think it turned out really well. But however, I am also like a really big fan of this more squinty-eyed look with this like sneer here, and ultimately I think I'm gonna just do a head swap, and then if anyone wants this, I might put it on eBay. Still, I think this like turned out really well. It's just, I don't know, there's something about this I really like. So like, we can do a little comparison here. So the hats actually fit on both figures, they're completely interchangeable. And I'd say this figure actually looks really good with this hat. But personally, I do prefer Cad with this like enormous hat, kind of like how he seems to prefer it in Clone Wars as well. The bodies are sorta the same, but also not. Like, he still has like chaps. These are a little bit more like Wild West inspired, and you can see how they still go up here, but they're not quite as violent on the sides. They have the same type of holster design, although this is a completely different, you know, like mold for it. And don't mind this is custom painted. The rest of him is, I mean, it feels more like an evolution rather than a completely different outfit, because he still has like the key things, like he has I assume these are like jet boosters, although these look a bit more what I would assume jet boosters would look like. He doesn't have a bag anymore, but he still has all these bullets here. His guns are the exact same. I'm pretty sure they're the same in Bad Batch as they are in Clone Wars, so you know, I can't really fault him for that. And instead of this awesome like duster coat, he's got just, you know, some new shoulder armor, and breathing apparatus is exactly the same. And like, overall I prefer this classic look, but the Bad Batch design is by no means bad at all. Taking a closer look at this head sculpt now with the hat off so you can actually see the details, I really do love this head sculpt. The paint on it isn't particularly good. Like, you see here, it's like very dark blue here in the middle, and that's not really how skin tone works. And it's kind of hard to see, but in this line here where the mouth is, it's actually brighter inside, which really throws off the shading. So I'm gonna have to do a full repaint of all this blue, and I'm also gonna add some black around the eyes, and I'm also gonna transfer this head to this body here. So let's start with heating the heads up, because for some reason these heads are like, they're like really on there. Maybe if I just remove the breathing apparatus. Nope, it's really stuck there. So I rewatched Bad Batch, and yeah, I realized these were actually rocket boosters, and honestly, I kinda like them more than the original ones. So what you can do is you can just straight up pull the rocket boosters out from the boots and then put them in, and it works perfectly fine. Like, you see, these are still articulated. And so yeah, it's not completely accurate anymore, but I have other plans, because I ordered this awesome soft goods coat for Cad Bane, and I'm gonna swap these arms over to this guy at some point, and then I'm gonna put the coat on, so he's not gonna be perfectly accurate anyway. Okay, so before I start painting, I don't really like this big, like, it's supposed to be a scar, and he does have like some scuffing here in like the actual character model, but it's nowhere near this prominent. Like, you can see like a faint little scar here, but it's not like a big like gash like this one has. So I'm gonna resculpt it a little bit, So with the clay now filling in the scar, I'm just gonna base him in like a sort of dark blue. It's just a normal Vallejo blue mixed with a little bit of black. And from there on, we're just gonna dry brush lighter layers of blue on top until we get like a nice natural gradient. For the final touches, we go in with electric blue, and we just kinda do some highlights on like the most obvious areas, like his cheekbones and the tip of his chin and his like eyebrows. Okay, so I think he's more or less completed now, and yeah, I really like the extra detail on this head, like the sculpted wrinkles are a lot more prominent, and I do like the more like closed up eyes. So yeah, this is definitely the look I'm gonna go for. I still really like this head. I might sell it. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm gonna make an update video on this in the future just to show off like the soft goods jacket that's gonna come. But for now, this is my Cad Bane, and here he is with a hat on. Looks really cool. I added some shine to the eyes, as you can see here. Like you can see, that's a nice glare when the light shows. And as you can also see, I did make the scar way less prominent. Like you can see it up here. So yeah, that's Cad Bane. Hope you liked the video. Oops.
Cad Bane at your service. I'll take on any job for the right price. Son, I wouldn't be so hasty if I were you.